Hey kiddos, it's been a while, but I'm going to give you a quick story time in Ansley's car before I totally lose all my sunlight. Mel, my friend Mel, requested one of our favorites, the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. It's a Greek myth. This is going to be real fast because I'm actually sick, so I'm a little hoarse. And like I said, the sun is going down. And it's a short story anyway. This is a story about a guy and a girl who were in love and they got married, and Eurydice, was depending on who you ask, like a wood nymph or maybe a daughter of Apollo, and Orpheus, was a poet and a singer, and they were in love. They were getting along very well, but it was unfortunately not meant to last because one day, some minor god, whose name I can never remember, it starts with an A, Orpheus, something like that. Apheus. He invented beekeeping, so that's cool. But he saw Eurydice. He thought she was awful pretty, and he chased her down to get her for her own, because that always charms a girl. And she ran from him, stepped on a snake, and fucking died. It's a little harsh. Yeah, stepped in a viper and it bit her. And she's whisked off to the underworld, because that's where you go when you die. Makes sense. But it doesn't make sense to Orpheus. He thinks it's bullshit. He wants his wife back. So he decides to go to the underworld. Now, Virgil is the one that wrote down the version that we mostly talk about. And he said, oh, brave Orpheus, he went to the underworld for his wife. Earlier versions, Orpheus isn't so much of a hero, because if his wife dies, the sensible thing for him to do, they said, was to die to be reunited with her. But instead, he was a coward, and he was not willing to die for love, and so he mocked the gods by saying that he was going to go to the underworld and get her back. I think it's sweet. I don't care what they say. He was going to go all the way to the underworld to get her back. And the only problem is that when you die or go to the underworld, or however you manage it, they don't really let you leave. But good thing Orpheus is a charmer, and he's brought his lyre, because remember, he's a singer. And he gets down there and he meets Hades and Persephone, some of my favorite people in Greek myth. And he sings them beautiful songs about how much he loves his wife. And they're charmed by it, because they're big old softies, both of them. Persephone is like, Hades, sweetie, look, they're in love. They're in love like us. You should let him go. Hades is like, I mean, it's cute, but like, I can't just let him go. Like, that's not how being dead works. She's like, sweetie, don't be such a stick in the mud. Be romantic. They're in love. I think she should go with you. I think it's cute. It was a really nice song. I don't really know why she sounds like Fran Fine in this version, but we're gonna roll with it. And Hades is like, okay, my wife wants me to let you go, and I kind of want to let you go too, because it was a really nice song. But I can't just let her go. I can make you a deal. How about you can walk out of the underworld, and Eurydice will follow you. But you're going to have to trust me. You're going to have to trust Eurydice. Let's see how healthy this whole relationship even is. You're going to have to trust that Eurydice is following you. And if you look back before you make it back to the surface, then she won't get to come with you. She'll be sucked back to the other world. And of course, we don't have the words Greek tragedy for nothing. There's no Greek rom-com here. Orpheus almost makes it to the surface, and at the last second he looks back to see if Eurydice is following him, and she is sucked back to the underworld. Hades gave him a shot, at least, even if they didn't make it. In those versions before Virgil, where he was mocking the gods by going to the underworld, it wasn't even really Eurydice. The gods made a illusion of Eurydice to follow him, to punish him. So he was never going to get out with her anyway, which is just even sadder. It's a sad story. If you like Southern Gothic stuff, this is part of the reason why I like the story of Orpheus and Eurydice so much, is because I'm a big fan of the concept album, and then they made it into an actual stage musical, Hades Town, which is the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, where Hades is a sort of Depression-era mining town. It's a Southern Gothic retelling of it. It's really good. You should check it out. That is the very brief story of Orpheus and Eurydice. If you have any stories that you would like me to tell, you should shoot me a line, and I'll see if I can do it, when the actual sun is up. And I did promise my friend Joy the story of Sleipnir from Norse mythology. So that's going to be coming here soon. Otherwise, you can talk to me in the comments, and love you all. See you later.